Hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. I've been having some issues with my microphone in the Friday classes. It wasn't loud enough. So I hope it's okay and it's not too loud now. If it's really bothersome, just let me know. Okay, so today we're going to start a little bit differently. We'll start seated, but I would love it if we could sit on something. So I'm going to grab a blanket. If you don't have a blanket handy, you could sit on your blocks and you make it whatever height feels good. So I'm going to try a double fold. So sitting on something just makes it a little bit more comfortable for the back. And if it's too high, you adjust it. If it's too low, you adjust it. So we'll cross the legs in whatever way is comfortable and we'll change the cross so it doesn't matter which way you do it. Okay, so we'll still take the time to settle in so we can inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Let the body adjust itself any way it wants to. Imagine an upward pull from the crown of the head. Feel the parts of the body touching the earth. And let's take a moment to let ourselves relax into the here and now. Okay, when you're ready, let's just drop the chin to the chest. Let the head hang. Okay, with an inhale, roll one ear to one shoulder. Exhale the chin back to chest. And we'll do a few. Inhale, other ear, other shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Go with your breath. Next time chin comes to chest, again, just let the head hang. Take a few breaths. Now, keeping the chin at the chest, start to draw a figure eight with the chin. And slowly, continuing the figure eight, start to lift the chin, coming as far up with it as is comfortable for the neck. So don't overdo it. And it could be a big figure eight or a little figure eight. And once you've come to your highest point, start to work your way down again towards the chest. And we'll do that one more time. Okay, once we come back, chin to chest, take your time getting there. Let's change the direction of the figure eights. So take the time to get comfortable with the other direction, and then the same thing, start to bring it up. Just going as high as is comfortable, and then work your way back down. I always find the second direction a little awkward. That's okay. We'll do that one more time, going up and down. And if you're moving faster than me, that's okay. You just do a few extra. If you're going slower, that's okay too. Let's all move at our own pace and in our own way. Okay, once the chin is at the chest, again, just let the head hang for a few breaths. When you're ready, inhale the head to center. Okay, so let's change the way the legs are crossed. So whatever leg is in front, put it in the back. And now we'll start with like super gentle twists. So we'll move one hand to one knee, the other hand to the thigh, twisting towards same direction as the hand that's around the hip. And then we just switch. So just sliding one direction and the other direction. And again, you move in your own way. See how you'd like to do it. Okay, back to center. Let's open up the arms. We'll start with the palms up. Inhale here. Exhale, one palm turns down. We tilt to the side and reach over. And we'll just go at our own pace, inhaling center. Exhaling as we tilt and reach. Both sit bones moving down. So the lower body is anchored. Okay, so now we'll hold it for a few breaths. So anchoring both sit bones. And today we'll try to keep the top arm straight to give us a bit more of an intense side stretch. So about 5 breaths. Okay, with an inhale, come up and then take it to the other side. So anchor both the sit bones, reach over as far as is comfortable, and pressing the lower body into the earth. Stretch the upper arm, and we'll do our best to keep it fairly straight to get a different kind of stretch. Okay, with an inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to knees. All right, so let's work with the spine forward and back. So, like a cat cow, but seated. So, we'll inhale the chest forward. Exhale, draw back. We can think of moving through the back of the ribs, opening up the upper back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. We'll just continue at our own pace in our own way. A few more. Okay, back to center. Let's stretch the legs out to the sides and just take a moment to point and flex the feet. Okay, we'll flex. If you need to adjust how you're sitting, go right ahead. You might like to pull the flesh away, like internally rotate the legs so you can feel a little bit more solid. And if you're sitting on something too high, you can make it a bit lower. So find something comfortable and we'll go back into rotating the spine. So we'll inhale the arms up, lengthening through the spine. Exhale as we twist. So the hand can be on the leg or it can be between the legs, the back hand behind. We keep the legs engaged, toes pulling towards us. Inhale, center, and exhale over. Let's just do a few at our own pace. Couple more. Okay, next time we come to center, we'll exhale the hands down in front of us. Again, pull the toes towards us. And actually, to make it more effective, we can think of pushing the heels out. So, even more than pulling the toes towards us, think of pushing the heels out. You might feel your legs activate a little more. And if ever you get a cramp or anything, you just stop, give it a little massage. Okay, so we're pushing through the heels, hands on the floor, and we'll do a little itty bitty forward bend or a big one if it's in the cards for you. So we inhale, lengthen. And exhale, tilt, hinging from the hips. And we'll just take about 5 breaths. We'll go breath by breath to whatever degree works for today. Okay, when you're ready, come out of it. One last thing, sitting. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. They can be close or far away. We'll just do a little rock. Breathing into those hips. Okay, 2 more breaths. Press the heels together and the ball mounts together. Okay, gather in. Let's take away whatever we're sitting on. And we'll make our way to all fours. And if it was a blanket and you want to keep it for under the knees, for sure, that's always an option. Okay, we come to all fours and we'll just do a few cat cows. So, working with the spine in this position, inhaling up, exhaling as we round. Okay, next time we come to center, let's tuck the toes and just hover the knees off the earth. So tuck the toes, lift the knees, and just take 2 or 3 breaths. Okay, Bring those knees back down. Let's sit back towards the heels, stretch the arms forward. So we could either take a little pause in a child's pose, rest the head on something, or we come back to all fours, tuck the toes, and lift the hips coming into downward facing dog. So just pick the pose you feel more like for right now. If you're in down dog, we can go ahead and walk the feet. If you're in child's pose and you feel like shifting your weight, feel free. You can kind of rock the hips side to side, or you can make it more active, like pulling the hips back and keeping the elbows off the floor. Wherever we are, another 2 or 3 breaths. Okay, we'll get ready for our standing poses. So either from all fours or down dog, let's inhale, extend a leg. Take 2 or 3 breaths. When you're ready, with an exhale, look forward, bring the knee to the chest, and invite the foot between the hands or towards the hands. Back foot comes down. We're coming up into a warrior two. So we'll inhale, come up. So I hope that makes sense. So once we're up, gentle bend in the knee. Don't worry too much about the legs for now. You can be straight if you want. Let's just circle those wrists. Other direction. Okay, now we'll circle the front knee. So if ever there's like any pain in the knee, then you want to back off. And that goes for all of the joints. So listening to our bodies, moving in a way that feels good for right now. All right, change the direction of the circles. Okay, so we'll land in the warrior two. So here you can see if you want to make the stance a little bigger or a little smaller. We're aiming the knee over the ankle. Hips are in a line, shoulders are over the hips. You can float the arms up or not. Turn the head same direction as the bent leg. And let's start with 5 breaths. Okay, turn the front palm up. Inhale. Exhale, lean back. Now here, we'll straighten the front leg and focus on opening up the side body. Okay, keep the legs straight. Inhale, swivel to center. We're going into triangle. So before we go into the triangle, you might want to take a moment and just shift those hips. Okay, inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, reach. When you can't reach anymore, drop the hand. The back hand can either come up or rest on the hip. If you want a little trick for positioning the back hand, you can have your hand on the shoulder, point the elbow straight up to the sky. And then keeping the elbow straight up to the sky, so we keep the arm as it is, we lengthen, and that'll be a good spot. Okay, position the head wherever you like, and let's breathe. We're aiming for about 10 breaths. Okay, top hand comes to the hip. We look down, bend the front knee. If you have a block, grab it, bring it forward about as far as it's willing to go in this position. If you don't have a block and you can comfortably put the hand on the floor, you can do that too. Half moon. Walk the back foot in, shift the weight into the front foot, and lift that back leg. So we're looking to stack hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder. So pretty much the same as we just were. And let's breathe into it. If you're very comfortable, you can lift up the top arm. Okay, soften the knee, come back to standing, and give yourself a little shake. All right, so we'll sun salutation down before the other side. So come towards the top of your mat. Hmm. Take a moment, just play with the feet on the earth. So maybe rocking forward and back. Okay, when you're ready, lift the toes, spread the toes, bring them down one by one. Press the feet into the earth. Inhale, open up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Let's do a few. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling as we fold. Go with your breath. Okay, next time we fold, hands to earth. Step back to a plank. So in the plank, we can have our knees up or our knees down. If the knees are up, try to keep the heels right over the toes. Gently engage the core, 2 or 3 breaths. Okay, lower the knees. Inhale the crown and tail up. Shift the weight forward. Exhale, dip. Inhale, scooch forward. And we'll do some cobra up downs. So we inhale, press into the hands, come up. Exhale, come down. So just go with your breath. Okay, once you're happy with that, make your way back either to child's pose or downward facing dog, whichever you prefer. We're taking at least 5 breaths before the other side. Okay, from down dog or all fours, let's extend the other leg. Take 2 or 3 breaths. All right, look forward. Tuck the knee into the chest, shift the weight, invite the foot towards the hands. You might need to help it get there. Turn the back foot down for warrior two and come up. So take a moment to settle in. This time, the hands and fists. Circle those wrists. Other direction. Okay, circle the knee. And the other direction. Okay, adjust the legs if you need to for a warrior two. So we land into a warrior two. The legs are engaged. It's like we're ripping our mats apart. See what you want to do with the arms. And we just start here about 5 breaths. Okay, front palm turns up. We inhale. Exhale, lean back. Now keeping the lean in the torso, straight in the front leg. Okay, a few breaths here, opening up the side body. Okay, we tilt back to center. Do a little shift of the hips. Getting ready for triangle and half moon. So if you like your block, have it close by. Okay, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach. When you can't reach anymore, drop the hand. So the top hand can be up or on the hip, and we can do that little assist with ourselves. So hand on the shoulder, elbow up to the sky. And keeping the elbow up to the sky, we stretch out. Position the head wherever is comfortable. Tuck the front ribs in, and let's breathe. Okay, half moon. So the top hands can come back to the hip. We bend to the front leg. Grab your block if you have it, arm about an arm distance forward. Walk the back foot in. Then you can adjust the hand if you need to. Shift the weight into the front foot and lift that back leg. So we do our best to stack hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder. And if you're very, very, very comfortable, you could lift the arm. Let's breathe. Okay, when you're happy with that, soften the front leg and come up to standing. Give ourselves a little shake. Mm. Okay, let's just do a tree pose before we come back down to the mat. So, feet under the hips. Take a moment and again, just kind of shift in the feet. Mm. Imagine the upward pull through the crown. And when you're ready, start to see which leg you would like to stand on. Okay, shift the weight into the leg you choose. Pick up the opposite leg. Now, before we go into the tree, we'll do ankle circles. We can stay low or you can catch yourself. Circle the ankle. Other direction. Open up. Just 2 or 3 breaths. If you're low, you can even have the toes on the ground. Just find a way to open the hip. Okay, come into any version of tree pose. Do whatever you feel like with the arms, and we'll aim for about 5 breaths. Okay, come out of it. Yeah. So we know which leg now, but we're still going to take the time so we can rock on the feet. Mm. Just rooting down, feeling that connection with the earth. And then we can shift side to side. And when you're ready, anchor the other leg, pick up, see where you want to be, and circle the ankle. Other direction. Okay, open up. Couple breaths into the hip. All right, make your way into any version of tree. Mm. And when you're ready, come out of it. Great. Okay, really quick, a last standing thing. One foot in front of the other. So the back foot around the ankle of the front foot. And we'll just inhale up, exhale down. Other way. So change the feet. And same thing. Inhale up, exhale down. Perfect. Okay, if you want to put on socks or any extra clothing, now is the time. And if there's anything you need for relaxation, you can gather it now. Let's come to sitting and we'll just do our usual seated twist before we come onto the back. So the bottom leg, it can be tucked or it can be straight. The top leg inside or outside. Interlace around the knee, proud open chest, long deep breaths. Mm. Okay, when you're ready, we'll take it into the twist, twisting towards the bent leg. Backhand comes behind. You can grab on with the hand, the elbow, or you can make a stop sign if you want a little bit of a deeper twist. Okay, come back to center. Let's change the cross of the legs. So, setting up for the twist on the other side, see where you want to be. And just because we do something on the first side doesn't mean we have to do the same thing on the second side. So, place yourself in a way that's comfortable. Interlace around the knee, proud open chest, long, deep breaths. Take it into the twist. Come back to center when you're ready. Okay, let's make our way down onto the back. Knees to chest. Let's do a few double knee tucks. Inhale the knees away. Exhale to the chest. Okay, keep the knees to the chest and let's squeeze the knees and the feet together. So we'll do a few twists, but with the intention of working the core. So we open up the arms shoulder level. You're losing my upper arm, but it's still here. So we'll inhale here. Exhale, keep the legs squeezed together and aim the knees towards one elbow. Inhale back to center. Exhale, aim the knees towards the other elbow. Doing our best to keep the legs together. And it doesn't matter how far the legs go, but we do want to keep both shoulders on the floor. So if your opposite shoulder starts lifting, that's your cue to back off a little. Okay, come back to center, put the feet on the floor. Keep the feet together, the knees together, and just rock side to side. So the outer edge of the bottom foot stays on the floor. couple more. Okay, come back to center. Last thing, let's stretch the arms and legs up. Take a breath or two here. Mm. And then we'll move opposite arm, opposite leg. Now, the leg could be straight-ish, or you could bend and touch the toes. So see what you're feeling for today and give it a little extra stretch. So when you come to the point you're comfortable with, just extend a little more through the foot and through the arm. So we're looking to stretch our connective tissue. And of course, it's also great for the core and for the brain. A few more. Okay, knees back to chest, any version of twists you like. We're going into relaxation after this. So, if there's anything else your body would like to do to prepare you for relaxation, please go right ahead. Okay, once you're happy with whatever you're doing, set yourself up for relaxation. So, make sure you're warm and comfortable. I like the feet wide, knees leaning one into the other, but if you prefer the legs extended, that works too. Tuck the chin in. And of course, the most important adjustment, let's give ourselves permission to relax.
Okay, let's gently wake the body mind. Inviting movement once it feels good. Eventually giving ourselves a full body stretch. And once we're nice and stretched, knees to chest. Again, let's do a few double knee tucks. Inhale away, exhale to the chest, stretching the low back. Do a few. And next time, knees are chest. Let's rock side to side. And finally, all the way to one side. Take a breath or two. And with the strength of the arms, press up to sitting. Find any comfortable position. And we'll just take a moment before we close. So let's imagine an upward pull through the crown. Feel the parts of the body touching the earth. And taking a moment just to relax into the natural movement of breath. Resting in the here and now. If there's anything you'd like to say to yourself, now's a good time. Or maybe you'd like to set an intention. Or send out a prayer or a wish. Okay. We can close with a bow if it feels good, taking the time to acknowledge, honor the light, love, and wisdom within ourselves, within each other, and within all. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you've had a good practice. And this Thursday, we have a video class. So you got it in the email, just in case you don't always open it, it's there. And yeah, that's it. And then we're back here on YouTube on Friday. So thank you so very, very, very much and have an amazing day. See you soon. Bye.